Good afternoon, everybody. It's road trip time. Welcome to the United Stand. I'm Adam, and today is Champions League day. Well, it is day now, but by tonight, heading back from work now, just having a bit of a mooch, just finishing a few bits off, then quick change and off to Old Trafford. So tonight, yes, the Champions League is back. United versus Atalanta. We really need to put a bit of Billy Ocean on the radio, I think, right now, don't we? The heat is on. It's definitely on for OLE this week. My Gideon, is it on? I mean, we'll get into the press conferences and whatnot and what's been said after the carnage that was Saturday at Leicester in a minute. But yeah, it is a massive, and one more massive week for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Obviously, you can imagine the amount of messages I got. And everyone, my Instagram had a bit of a meltdown. So some people who did message me privately or DM me, I didn't ignore you. I lost a load of my messages. So if I've not replied to you, that's the reason why. Just throw me another message back, guys. You know the score. I do try and get back to everyone. Try and communicate with as many of you as possible. But yeah, the general conversation going into this week after Saturday's result and where that left us, and where it left Ole and this team, was that this week now, I think, is that pressure cooker week where we're going to know if the team are behind him. We're going to know if he's got the full backing of every single one of these players in this squad, because questions are going to be asked after every single game, obviously, but now the questions are getting more and more awkward. So I'm seeing it in all his press conferences now. But this week, I think I messaged someone earlier this morning, actually, and it was like, I think we will know this week if the players are behind him, and all this crap that he's been spouting out in the press conferences, which it is, in my opinion. We've all got our own opinions. I take words with a pinch of salt. I'm more of an action person myself. I like to see results on the pitch. Actions speak louder than words, obviously. We're going to see this week if the players are well and truly behind Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because you'd expect some form of reaction after a performance like that for their own self-pride, obviously, but you'd also expect the players, if they are, like Ole says, all on board and training precisely under this masterclass of a coaching setup that he's got, are going to show up this week. They need to show up this week for his sake. Otherwise, even his good friends in the media, which has been all over social media and mainstream media this week, massive topic in terms of not throwing Ole under the bus or saying one bad thing about him. Complete hypocritical comments just because he's a mate. Stupid. You all know what I'm talking about there. But in terms of this team this week and the players and whatnot, you'd expect it, wouldn't you? Massive game against Liverpool, massive game in the Champions League, because I do feel like going out of the Champions League may be the difference between United sticking to their normal guns of wait until the end of the season until it's mathematically impossible to get in the Champions League to sack a manager, or change it up because you have got one of the best squads in the league and one of the easiest Champions League groups in history. No disrespect, but it is, with the squad that we've got. And if you don't get out of it, then really the plan goes out of the window. People have said they've just given him a new contract. The Glazers aren't going to fork out this much money to get rid of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his coaching staff, who all also have had new contracts. But the Glazers are businessmen. They are not stupid. Within them contracts, there will definitely be some form of clause or expectation level, a minimum requirement of getting through the Champions League group. Seriously, if you get back that much, then you have to be getting through this group. That could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. It well may be. I may well be talking crap myself, but being a businessman, I would say that the Glazers and the amount of money they make, they haven't made it through being stupid and just handing out contracts with no expectation behind it. So I'm expecting the Glazers to have been smart on that side of it. And for me, I do think that they will be taking that into consideration along the way. They're not going to ignore the fans. They can't ignore the fans, because as long as this goes on and this crap continues on the pitch, then we're going to see the Glazers getting more and more pressure. Ed Woodward's gone, so he's not going to be able to back them up. And where that leaves everyone else upstairs and what their decisions are going to be, God knows. But the pressure is definitely on into tonight's game. I don't really care who plays, honestly. I'm sick to death of chopping and changing players, bringing a player in, oh, this will make a difference, if we play him, this will make a difference. Well, no, I'm at a stage personally now where I'm not deflated in what I'm watching. I just want these players to put that shirt on and actually feel pride and not pressure. Because if you can't, then there's no point in you. There's no point in you being at this football club. I think I've said that loads of times now, but that's where I'm at. I could say this team would do better and that team would do better, but at this stage right now, I don't think it does. I mean, I've seen the lineup: Bruno, Ronaldo, Pogba, Greenwood, Sancho. My God, Matic in the midfield, Maguire, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, David De Gea. That team that started against Leicester, if that can't win a game and gets battered the way it does, then chopping and changing here and there, it's not really going to make much of a difference. It's the mentality of the players that is going to be put under the microscope now for me. It's the mentality of the players that needs to be scrutinised. It's like, this is where we know if you're earning your wage. And I don't want none of it. I can't say I don't want it because it's going to happen anyway. I don't care for these stupid PR social media posts. Like we spoke about on the show the other day, Kev was making the biggest point out of it the other day, and I'm alongside him on this one. It does my train. I cannot stand the crap. We go again. We have to put the wrongs right. Work harder on the training ground, blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. Get on with it and make it happen on the pitch. I don't care what you say. Like I said before, words are cheap. Actions speak louder than words, boys. So, yeah, I don't care who plays tonight. I really don't. I'm sick of it now. Everyone who goes on that pitch, I already sort of know that it's probably going to be McFred. I expect him to go a little bit more defensive tonight because he's just ship 4 and he can't afford to be that leaker. I expect it to be more solid tonight, and I expect United to win the game tonight. I really do. There's only so long you can go on without getting a result, and seriously, even the pressure that Ole's under, I expect a result soon. And yeah, it could well come against Liverpool at weekend, but right now that era of Ole always pulls a result out the bag when he really needs it seems to be disappearing now. It's not there anymore, and the vibe is different as well. That used to be what kept him going and kept him afloat. It feels like right now it's gone past that, and the results coming now aren't really on that side of it. It's like, seriously, this is just like put all on the players. Can they go out in a game, level playing field, and just do better than the opposition? Can they take that one chance they might create? Systems, transitions of play, whatever you want to say, formation and tactics, I'm just not seeing it. And I don't think I'm going to see it until a change is made, possibly. So I'm just going to have to sit there and lump it and take that now and get behind the team and the ground and hopefully they come out with the win. But right now I've sort of given up on systems and how he's going to approach it. Sort of leads us into that absolute dross and garbage about what Ole was saying in the press conference about his coaching staff. Absolutely brilliant. Couldn't ask for more. These are the best I could ask for and the best I could get in terms of a coaching staff behind you. What? Seriously? The best you could ask for? What more could I ask for? Well, do you know what? I tweeted it out the other day yesterday when I seen that quote, and I said, it's because you don't know any better, Ole. It's as simple as that. You've not given anyone else a chance. All you know is Mulder, Cardiff, and your most inexperienced coaching staff in the whole of the Premier League that you've got right now at Manchester United. That's all you know. So instead of being a manager, like you say you are in the press conferences, I'm the manager, I pick the players, I choose when I want these players to take a rest. We know better than you, the experts, the media. Shut up, Ole. Be a manager and pick a coaching staff that's going to help it work for you and make it work for you. Don't come out with a load of friends crap, as Kev would say. It's absolute stupidity. Swear to God, people said to me yesterday, have you heard what Ollie said in the press conference? I was like, oh no, not again. I was busy yesterday and I didn't catch the press conference at point when it was coming out, but I did listen back to it and I was just like, I kind of expected that. I really did. So for me, I'm looking at it going, Ole, seriously, I think there's a big bubble right now between United's coaching staff and players and everything. Do you know what? I'm not even convinced that these players look or know what they're doing on social media. As a stupid biker in front of me just stopped me at a red light as she just crawls through. Oh! Anyway, let's hope that that's not a sign for things going forward tonight and it's not a bad start. Oh, I swear to God. Anyway, I've gone with 1-0 for tonight. It's pure and simply down to there's not even logic behind my score prediction. There really isn't. I'm looking at it going, the only thing I could make my score prediction on was I think he's going to go and shit the bed because we conceded 4 and go extra defensively. I know the crowd are going to be crying out attack tonight and all that, but I just think Ollie's stubborn enough just to go, right, we can't be conceding that many goals. He's going to think about Atalanta before he's thinking about United because he hasn't got a clue what the best United team is. That's probably why he's going all along in these last 3 years, and we've seen it occur every single week after week after week now, that he's overlooking what quality we've got simply because he's looking at the opposition first and trying to plan out what they're going to do. And we all moaned about this, but really, he doesn't have a clue what his United team is and what his best United team is. So are we surprised anymore? Are we surprised? No, we're not. 1-0, I take that, get out of there, and let's move on to Liverpool and see if he can save grace. Because if this week goes wrong, then I think even the most hardened friend or ex-teammate as such will find it very difficult to say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's head isn't on the chopping block, if it isn't already. Guys, that's it. This is a big night tonight, a massive night, because if we do not get the result, there is going to be carnage outside Old Trafford and a lot of unhappy Reds. Let me know what you think, guys. Where are you at? Does it need... do you really need to explain where you're at? Well, yeah, I want to know. Are you seeing this any differently tonight? Is this a game that United are just going to go out and react from the bad result of the weekend? Or are you expecting more of the same? Comment below, guys. Let me know what you think. Give the video a like. We're still trying to put a smile on it, even though the football's crap. Maybe it will turn around tonight. Maybe. We don't know. But subscribe to the United Stand as always. And do tune in. Come and find me after the game if you want to chat and get your say on the channel, on the fan vlogs as well, guys. I will be outside the East Stand. Hopefully, we're talking in more joyous mood than what we was at Leicester at weekend. But for now, speak to you later. Bye-bye.